Hey y'all, welcome back to Faith Budgets. I'm currently taking control of my finances by paying off debt and saving at the same time. On this channel, I'll be posting videos about how we use a zero-based budget, sinking funds, cash stuffing, and also savings challenges to pay off our debt and save at the same time. If that's content that you're interested in, then please keep watching and definitely hit the subscribe button and join us on this journey to financial freedom. Hey guys, so in today's video I'll be doing our last budget with me for the month of March. This will be for the fourth week in March. We get paid weekly, so this will be for the Thursday, March 28th payment. I get paid every other Thursday and my husband gets paid every other Friday, so we get paid weekly. Thank you for coming back and watching. If you're coming back, thank you if you're new. We've had several new subscribers here lately, so I want to thank you guys for coming and welcome you to our little journey here to become debt free. We have one debt left, so we're focused on getting that last one paid off, except for our mortgage. We will still have our mortgage, but in case you're new, my name is Holly. My husband and I are on this journey to become debt free and save at the same time, and along the way we'd like to find the balance between the two to be able to live and balance the saving and paying off debt at the same time. Is what our goal is, to be able to still do some of the fun things along the way while we're becoming debt free. So that's our plan, our goal. I have two boys. One is a senior in high school, that's my youngest one, and my oldest one is 21. He's in college, so he doesn't live here at the home. I have a stepdaughter, she's a junior in high school, so we have two teens here in the home with us, and my older son lives about 3 hours away, so lots of teen activities going on, and we're trying to save for all those events and things coming up too. So my husband and I both work full-time jobs, 40 plus hours a lot of times. I'm getting some overtime right now. I'm a full-time coder, medical coder. I've been coding for 20 plus years for hospital systems, and my husband is in utility services, and we both try to take advantage of any opportunity to get overtime. So we're lucky right now. I've been having quite a bit of overtime, so my checks have been, a lot higher than they normally are. So I'm very thankful for that. So I guess we'll just get started here in the paycheck budget. This is the budget worksheet that I use. I made this on Canva, and I have it linked in the description below and also in my bio or whatever on my page. In the Google free sheets, I have that in there. You can click on there and get the free, you can print this off free, and also the monthly budget if you'd rather do it by the month. Excuse me. I do it by the month first, and then I map it out for the week. So really the tough part is doing it for the month and getting it all laid out, and then I do it for the week to see how the bills fall, what will come out of each check. I use the Budget Mom's budget by Paycheck method, and I use her calendar and the highlighter method to assign my bills to a specific paycheck, and then whatever's left, and then that's what I put in my variable expenses and my sinking funds, and I try to map that out in my monthly budget. So then the weekly budget, this paycheck budget sheet here, is just kind of repeating what I had already planned out in my monthly budget, if that makes sense. And we do a zero-based budget. If you're new to budgeting, it just means that you give every dollar an assignment. You have all your income, then you subtract all your bills, all your expenses, all your savings or categories or sinking funds. Sinking funds is another word for savings. Savings funds, sinking funds, and you subtract all that, and then at the end you should have zero. And that doesn't mean that your checking will go down to zero. It just means that every dollar has a place here. You can, you'll see in mine that I even put a place for a cushion. So I do have a cushion in mine. Let's just get started in here, because I think we got some bills to pay on this one. This is not the one with all the utilities. One paycheck gets all the utilities paid, so it's kind of a lot of bills coming out of it. I don't think this one's too bad. So this will be the pay to cover paycheck. The paycheck's on 3/28, and it'll cover till 4/4. We'll get paid again on 4/5. Yep, on April 5th we'll get paid again. So this will be to cover anything in that time period. And 3/28 is the pay date. This will be my paycheck, so me. And this is paycheck number 4 of March. Can't believe March is already over. It has just flew by to me. And it will be, we're going to budget $33.03.41. And I won't use the change here. I'll just bring this down as $33.03. That's what we'll be working with. Let me probably zoom you guys in. I feel like I got a frog in my throat. Okay, I think that's better. So let's just go down through here and write the bills and the dates and what we're budgeting for. And then the actual column, as the bills come due, I'll write that in and see if I have any extra or any over. Okay, first I'll do my cushion. I usually always do that first to get that out of the way so I don't forget, because that goes when I take that out of every paycheck. So, and I'll just put the pay date there. That's what I usually put there. And that's going to be 25. And then mortgage. It went up in May, so it won't affect this payment yet for the April payment. But my May payment has went up, so it's still going to be $811, and it's still on 4/1. I take it out of 2 paychecks, so $811 out of this paycheck and the one that was 2 weeks ago, and that's still sitting in my checking, that other $811, and I'll be paying the whole mortgage after this money is in the checking account. We'll be able to pay the mortgage there with that, because the other half is sitting in the checking waiting. Netflix is on 3/28, and it is 26. I just round up to the nearest dollar. I don't do the change here. It's just easier to budget without all the change, because I would mess it up. Okay, and this is our only debt here. This is our Honda side-by-side, and this is actually when it's due for its normal payment, and it's due on April the 5th, but we don't get paid again. Oh, I am going to pay that. Awesome, and I think I had that in my budget to pay it again on the 5th. Okay, that's why I was doing my April budget, and okay, good. I can pay $400. I already have that in the budget here. That is awesome. I don't think I have it in the April budget. So we put $400 there for the Honda, and then we have $328 child support here. A portion of it. This is part of it. We separate that out too. And then I put gas and Walmart in my fixed expenses. I know a lot of people put it in variable expenses, but I do put it in my fixed expenses because we use our debit card. Everything here will be used with debit or credit. And I don't mean a credit card is charging it. I use it for the points, and I just turn around and pay it right back off, like within 2 weeks. So I don't ever let my credit cards go past their minimum. I don't pay the minimum and just go past the due date or anything like that. I pay it off in full, before the due date, probably like 2 weeks before usually. And I've just narrowed it down to what we, estimated what we always use for our gas and Walmart. And the Walmart is just like our groceries, household items, bathroom, personal hygiene items, all those things. And I just try to stay within this budget, $260 at Walmart, and then $200 a week in gas. We have older vehicles, and my husband drives to work and commutes, and it's just, we live out in the country, and gas is crazy high. And then we have, okay, I think that was all here then for the bills for this paycheck. I believe that's right. So let's add these up. See what we have for our total here. We'll put a total down here. Let's add them up. Okay, $19.39 is the total there. So what we'll do is we'll take the $19.39 and we'll subtract that from our income. So $33.03 minus $19.39, and that gives us $13.64 left over. And I usually just write that here at the top, just so I know what I'm working with. Okay. And then this will be our variable expenses or cash envelope spending. This is what I usually put in my wallet. And then my husband, I give him his cash, he puts in his wallet. So this will be cash envelope or variable spending categories. And they're always the same. Each paycheck, they'll be the same. So it'll be food, church, me, hubby, self-care, fun, miscellaneous, kids, dogs, and meds. Okay, and I am up in a few, no, I'm upping them in April. Not yet. Yeah, I just did my April budget with me at the monthly overview, so I'm trying to be stuck on that, I guess. But food will get 50, church gets 45, me gets 40, hubby gets 150, and his is all in one. Mine's separated out. It looks like he gets a whole lot more. Self-care 30, fun 20, miscellaneous 20, kids 30, dogs 20. I'm moving that up to 25 next month. Meds 25. And that may get to come down to, okay. So let's add this up, see what we have for our variable expenses. $425? No, I'm off. Somewhere I'm off, because it's supposed to be $430. Let's do that again. Oh, church is supposed to be 45. That's where it is. Caught it, okay. Okay, so that should be 430 then. Make sure, double check. 430 for the total for our variable expenses. Okay, so let's take the 430, subtract that from the 1364. That leaves us with 934. And I love that. I wish I had that much every paycheck to put towards sinking funds, but that's not the case usually, because we're kind of we're not bill heavy here. All we really got for the high one is the Honda. So, not a whole lot there. So we'll get to stuff our sinking funds. Yeah, we got several to stuff, so. I may write all these down and then I'll zoom through that because I don't want to mess anything up talking about while I'm doing it, while I'm writing. So I'll probably zoom through while I'm writing it and then I'll come back and explain it. Okay, I got them all wrote down there, and now I'll just go in through and I'll put the totals here. I did want to, about the self-care, I think I am going to up that for the next month. I let that roll over usually. Even though I keep it in my wallet, it is still kind of like a sinking fund. I keep it as like a savings. I do that for shampoo and hair products, skincare products, my nail products. It's time to do my nails. I don't go to the salon anymore. I hadn't been since COVID, since 2020, and I just watched YouTube videos on how to do the powder dip from home and bought the stuff that I needed, and I've been doing it that way ever since. I thought about doing a video and just kind of show you guys how I do it. If that's something you'd be interested in, leave me a comment in the comments below. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing like a, I I wouldn't make you guys sit there and watch the whole thing because it is kind of time consuming. I take my time. I usually have my iPad there watching YouTube videos. I'm watching you guys, all the budgeters out there, doing their budgets and cash stuffing, savings challenges. I'm watching all the YouTube videos while I'm doing my nails, but it is kind of time consuming to have to soak them off and then get them prepped for the powder, you know, the process that you have to do to get them set. And then I put the gel top coat on and put them under the lamp. So I'll use that money from self-care to purchase those things. But I don't have to buy a whole lot other than acetone maybe. I do have to, restock that because I use that each time to soak them off. But the powder, it lasts forever. And then maybe the base coat that you have to put on, I do have to buy that. But I mean, it lasts a pretty good while. So I've saved a lot of money by doing my nails at home. But I just thought that would be fun to maybe do a video and show you guys how I do it. I may see what you guys say. If you think you'd like to watch it, I'll give it a shot. So let's put our totals here for this. Sam's will be getting 25. Emergency's only getting 10, but like I said, I'm just trying to always put a little bit in emergency. We have $2,000 in there, but we had to take some out for the leak that we had upstairs. But Leaseland is getting 15. I feel a sneeze coming on. 35 in UT tickets. Graduation, 80. Vacation, 50. Home maintenance is getting 10. Wedding, 10. Savings, my son's savings, 210. Memberships and subscriptions, 30. Land tax, 10. Car maintenance, 50. Senior year and prom, 40. Birthdays and gifts, 20. Travel, 50. I get to do month ahead this time, and I didn't get to last time, so I'm doubling up. I was doing 35 a paycheck, but I doubled up. I may not get to do it as much next month, but it's just something I'm trying to do every paycheck if I can, but if I can't, that's fine. I do want to try to get our debt paid off, so it just depends on the overtime. I had quite a bit of overtime on this check, so that won't always be the case, so I'll do it while I can. And then holidays, 20, and then I do Christmas separate. I mean, I know it is a holiday, but I like to make sure that I do fund that the certain amount each. Well, I think I do 50 per paycheck, but I didn't get to do it last paycheck, so it's 100 this time. And then I get to do mini Mondays and freebie Fridays, and I'm going to be able to put 50 each in those. And I think I will do the mini Mondays will be the savings that I had already taken out, or I used to have it taken out of my check and put directly deposited into my Ally savings, but I stopped that so I could get it out in cash and play the challenges. So I'm going to do mini Mondays with that money, and that will go to my SUV savings bucket when I make that deposit. And then freebie Fridays will be towards our extra debt payment. And that is all. Let's total these up now to see what our total sinking funds will be. $9.35. Okay, so it's $1 over, but that's fine. I have, like I said, I have this cushion here, so I will just go ahead and put $9.35 here. And that leaves me with -1, but that's fine. I don't have any extra debt here to put unless we do have extra debt, like maybe after bills are paid. And if we have any extra to put from this that might go over there, we'll just, nothing extra right now. I mean, freebie Fridays is actually extra debt, but I like to put that up there so I know what I'm doing when I'm taking my cash out for the denominations and everything. So let's do our totals here to get that final total. And I know I did have debt this paycheck. It won't be on there every time, so I do want to put that here, the $400 for the debt. So whenever I total this up for the total expenses, I'm going to subtract the $400 from it. That makes sense. So I want to keep the debt separate. This is so I can see how much I put towards debt. So we'll add up our fixed expenses. Subtract that debt from it. So our total expenses, $1,669. $1,969. I forgot to write the debt. $3,303 income. $3,303 in income. And then sinking funds and savings was $935. So let's subtract all this. That's -1. Yep. So that gets us down to a zero-based budget. Well, in this case, a -1 budget, but that's -1. I can deal with that. That's not too bad. And so here we'll have our cash breakdown. This is for the paycheck of $328. And this will basically be just the same categories here that I want to have. This is what I've been taking out cash for. So I'll put the variable expenses and our sinking funds. I'll list all those here and have our amounts listed here and what denominations I want. So I may actually just pause you guys here and come back to do that. I'm not sure. There's a little bitty ant. One of them little red, it's like a, what is that? I see it moving. See it? Ew. Okay. Sidetracked. I will just speed through this, or I may just cut it out. I'm not sure how I'll do it, but I don't want to keep you guys here forever. Just write everything on here. Okay, you guys, I have it all filled out now for our cash breakdown for our denominations to get picked up at the bank. And I do have our teller slip over here. I had filled that out. We'll take this to the bank and get That's not $9.35. I put total $9.35. It's not. It was $13.65 will be our total. That's what we'll have taken out. So we'll just take this to the bank and get our cash out to stuff our envelopes. So for the next video, we'll do our cash stuffing to put in our binders here and get ready for the week. I'll do my wallet as well. Go through my wallet and get that stuffed. And I think that is all for this video for our last paycheck in March, which covers some of the bills in April, but we will have another video. I think I already have the other video from April's budget set up, the monthly budget overview. That's already up on my page if you want to go check that out. And this will be added to my playlist for the other budget by paycheck videos. Budget with me is what they're called. Budget with me's for each paycheck. We get paid weekly, so I just put those up there every week. They're in the playlist. I also have another playlist for debt tracking Thursdays. I track our debt payments on our last Honda on a weekly basis instead of just this $400. We do have extra money each paycheck most of the time to put to it. And now that I'm doing Freebie Friday savings challenges, I'll be putting that money towards that too. So hopefully we'll see that number towards the debt grow. And I do Mini Mondays savings challenges, and I do the Freebie Fridays. I do those videos too. So I'm really getting into these savings challenges. I love watching them. So it's so fun to do them now that I get to do them myself. So, and I'm learning a little bit more about them and how to do them. You just kind of learn as you go. So if you've ever thought about it, check out the videos and see if it might be something you're interested in. So that's all for today's video. I hope you guys have a good week. Or a good weekend. I think this will be coming out on Saturday. So, yeah, Saturday this will come out. So I hope you guys have a great Saturday if you're watching it today. If not, I just hope you have a great day, whatever day you are watching it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.